MakingStarWars.net.
Hi, welcome back to 1983. You're all gonna die. So,
I may have the wrong background on today.
yeah, you need war games for sure. Would you like to play a game? But
I got it.
I watched a bunch of shit, and so we're gonna talk about some Star Wars stuff today and a bunch of shit that I watched. But first, before we talk about a bunch of shit that I watched, let's look at Bespin Fullerton. He ain't a bulletin.
There we go. That's better.
I mean, Bespin Bulletin isn't a Fullerton. All right, so this is his website, and it says Star Wars: The Acolyte Outdoors set progressing at Shinfield Studios by Bespin Bulletin, if that's even his real name. Oh, continue reading.
I feel like this is him just going, "Oh, you got a box? I can get real pics, bitch." You know what I mean?
No, you know what he does? You want to know what this fucking little fool does? Look what he does here at the end. He's all, "Oh, well, I got the box before it was boxed in. Fuck you, making Star Wars." Can you see it?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
It's not on the screen.
Yeah. It's not on the screen. It's supposed to be. It does what it wants. But that's just like the day before they did what they were doing. But anyways, Bespin Fullerton says Star Wars Acolyte Outdoors set progressing at Shenfeld Studios. Sometime this month, filming on the highly anticipated Star Wars series, The Acolyte, created by Leslie Headland, is due to begin filming at Shenfield Studios, Berkshire. And over the course of the baby,
I mean, over the now, but we
it'd be cool if like he was like always like kind of like condescending. He's like Berkshire, and over the course of the past month, you sexy bitch, we've seen the development of an outdoor set.
Like
sexy.
I feel like every time they put a location, it should be location TBD because we
outdoor set for the being constructed behind the studio, sexy. And today brings us an update on the progression at the aforementioned set. You hot bitch. So right here we got some pictures. Looks like a very colorful, like Naboo looking kind of place almost, right? I mean that is. I hate to be the guy that's always like it's something I know before, but those are kind of Naboo-y colors. You know what I mean? Like on the inside here, but it's probably someplace new for sure. I'd say, but people have asked me. They've been like, hey. This isn't gonna be as big as Andor, is it? I don't think we can tell. I personally don't think this isn't done. I just don't think you can tell. You know.
You see, Jason, you give him a little glimpse of glory, and everything else is held to a standard now. You know, and it's gonna be let down no matter what, no matter how good it is. If it doesn't, if it looks a little shaky, just a little bit. They would have been perfectly fine before the Andor, but now it's like, well,
if you want to compare it to Mandalorian sets, it's already about twice as high as a Mandalorian set. So yeah,
that's true.
I do think it's going to be closer to Andor. I don't know if it's going to be Andor good or Andor big or whatever. You know what I mean? I can't tell, but just based off of what we're seeing here, like I said, this goes up higher than anything in El Segundo over there off of Rosecrans, turn on Apollo, go down to the parking structure, say hi to the guy. He's cool. He'll show you to the set.
I feel like we should be in a future where we could plug this photo into like SketchUp or something, and it gives us a fully, you know what I mean, photogrammetry model thingy or something. You know, like
that
we could rotate.
So yeah, it looks cool though. I mean, I like all the colors. As you can see, hot bitch, we're now able to get a sense of what the set is going to become. Sweet cheeks. To me, it appears to be a small town or village of some kind and reminds me of a much smaller scale version of the Ferric set built for Andor at Little Marlow back in late 2020. Significant progress on the set has been made since images were first posted back in August. And there's like, a team of like 30 or 40, like just working on this thing here, chilling, doing stuff, making sets, being Star Warsy. but looks cool. Looks cool.
Right.
Via Airbus A319. So wait, are these like is that the person who took it for you, or is that like from another publication? The Acolyte is slated to film from October to May of next year, and then it goes on to give all of the information that we already know.
How
But
close or far is this from Rendlesham Forest?
oh, right
I'm trying to
there,
tie that UFO show together that we do like once a year. Into
yeah.
this one. Like I'm trying to
Then
tie it
right
all together.
here,
I can see. Can I see it from there?
yeah, right
Is
here
it
they just
Rendlesham?
hadn't put the tops on right here from what we had the other day. So
That's how I like it. Topless.
yeah,
TOPLESS.
and then
Topless.
I mean, it's right there in Manhattan Beach. You're on like on the 405 and just get off on Rosecrans, make a left, go past the McDonald's. You go down straight down Rosecrans. You see that like a bridge with the train that goes over it. Keep going, make a right on Apollo. There's a parking structure right down there, and that's where the Mandalorian, Ahsoka set, all that stuff is. Tell them I said hi. So
Tell him Big Dog says hi.
yeah, so Big Dog says,
He'll know.
"What's up? What's
He'll
up,
know.
little mutt?" So, anyways,
We should all go dressed like Jason. Let him figure out which one's
Yeah.
the big dog.
we are all Jason. We are all the big dogs.
Like if we all wore the hat and you know what I mean, the beard, and like I bet he couldn't pick you out. Like
Yeah, you're like, ooh. But yeah. So and then Andor, I was hoping that we'd have a clip today. There's no clip today. They just, I guess, decide they'll do a clip of the first part of the arcs or something. Can't give too much away.
dropped the whole Black Panther trailer this morning. I seriously doubt they'd put out Star Wars too, right?
Star Wars it turns out Star Wars is its own man. And it it puts on its pants one leg at a time too. And
That's how I fall over. Like,
yeah,
I gotta do both or it's just no good.
I don't know if I'm not sure how much they like look at things in those terms. I'm sure they wouldn't drop like big spoiler bomb, but like big like bombs, like big trailers based off of that. But like when you have a weekly TV show and the new episode comes out tomorrow, if you're going to put a clip out, like today would be the good day, on Monday. I imagine maybe tomorrow we'll have one. I hope we have one tomorrow, like some kind of just like scene or something. But you never know. Like it's kind of annoying because whenever I watch any other show of the caliber of Andor, they let me once you hit credits, you get like your post credits next week. Game of Thrones, all of the cable shows do it. And for some reason, Andor is like, we gotta keep a secret. We gotta be real sneaky around here. But they've been cool with this show. That's why I don't know why we don't have it on this one. You know what I mean, though?
We gotta keep it real sneaky around here, folks. We can't let them know. If they know, it's just gonna ruin everything. And Gilroy, he'll choke me out. He'll choke
God damn it, Kathy.
He says something about in the interview he did with Jeff Goldsmith. He goes, "Yeah, the writers' room, HR wouldn't approve or whatever they do in there." I'm like, "What are you doing in there?" Like,
yeah,
you gotta listen to that interview, man. Like, it's like he speaks so quickly, and then I think he catches himself and tries to change the subject. Like what's he doing in this? Are they talking out like they doing the Bungholio thing? Or are they choking people out? Like, are they speaking in really bad ethnic accents that you shouldn't do? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Andor.
Who's the guy who played Batman from The Dark Knight? What's his name again?
From
the guy who
Christian Bale.
Yeah, so Christian Bale does this like article. They're like, "Hey, you like the Star Wars?" And he's like, "Yeah, I would love to be a stormtrooper who hits his head on a doorway." AKA, my buddy Daniel Craig and I were smoking weed one day and he told me he did that. I want to do that, J.J. Abrams. That's the whole point. And now I get to suffer through. Oh my God, who is Christian Bale playing? I think he's playing Grand Admiral Thrawn. It's like he's like the rapper Thrawn. Yeah, pretty much.
Bro, I had a friend of mine. I almost said asshole. He is a friend, but he could be
an fucking asshole. Not my friend, so fuck him.
He doesn't text me shit, right? He watches the show and he just goes out of nowhere. He goes, "Hey, is Harry Styles going to be Grand Admiral Thrawn?" And I'm like, I don't fucking know who that is. Like,
Wait, who?
Harry Styles. That's
Harry
this motherfucker
Styles.
hits me. And I'm like, I don't know who that is. And he goes, "What, you don't know who Harry Styles?" I'm like, I watch sports anime. All right, I watch 6-hour videos on like anime dating sim games on the Super Famicom.
Yeah, this guy,
like,
this guy's a
with
big
the wrong dude. Like,
he's a big Avatar fan and a Clone Wars snob at the same time.
Yes,
he's a walking contradiction.
By the way,
don't even try to figure it out.
60 million worldwide. It's good. It's just going up. It's going
I know.
Up.
I know. Okay, that will lead me into to the next thing. Last night I saw my daughter. She's 7. She's all, "Hey, Dad, my mom says that Smile is too scary for me. Will you take me to see it?" Okay. So sure. So so I went and took her to see it last night, and boy, as you're it's the guy's first film who made it. I don't know his name. But as you're watching it, you're like, oh, interesting use of sound. Like one of the best use of sound I've heard in horror films in like a long time. Super good, very smart, without giving away too much. It's very obvious from the trailer, but it's some kind of demonic entity that feeds off of trauma. Do you see the thing smiling at you? That person's going to kill themselves, and then you're going to get the curse. Okay, it's all out there. So I'm like watching it, and it's about somebody in a trauma ward who ends up getting the curse. But it's like the best idea ever because for their own premise, because she's like, that's what she does. She deals with trauma. So it's like, ooh, this is interesting. And it starts to get really smart and it has fun. A lot of dumb jump scares, but it's fun. And boy, man, the last, I won't spoil it, but the last 5 minutes of the movie, it just decides, oh, moviegoers are fucking assholes. They're all fucking stupid. Let's make this really fucking stupid for them. And I was like, fuck, man. Like I got to the end. I was like, shit, they did it. This is good. This is a good movie. And I was like, you sons of bitches, you stupid fucking idiots. The stupid fucking society. We can't fucking have anything. We can't have anything. And
see what happens when you bring up Christian Bale on the show, folks.
But it was good. But I had a good time though. I did have a good time watching it. And then I got home. Anybody want Interview with the Vampire spoilers about why the show's fucking tricking you and it sucks? Because I watched Interview with the Vampire last night.
Okay, you segue, bro. You just went.
I did.
This is a hard left. I was not caught up.
Yeah. I got home and I watched Interview with the Vampire right after.
Okay. I was watching Space Pyre, whatever his name is. He makes all these Steven Seagal videos. I sent you one.
Oh, that video you sent me was hilarious.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
He doesn't get out of the chair. He fights in the chair.
Every one of this dude's videos is great. He's so great. I just left him on all night and just laughed my ass off. So.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Interview with the Vampire. The first 5-6 Vampire Chronicles books, probably 5 of the best experiences I ever had reading fiction. I was a bit younger when I read them, obviously, but
not Heir to the Empire, huh?
No, not Heir to the Empire.
Oh.
And Anne Rice is a good writer.
Okay.
Not that Timothy Zahn is, but you know what I'm saying. Like she's a really good writer.
Zahn.
And Zahn. But anyways, the old movie, I was fine with it. Don't love it. It's like Tom Cruise isn't my ideal vampire Lestat or anything, but it gets to the gist of it. Anne Rice wrote the script. It's thematically pretty on. And so I've been waiting forever for them to actually make the Vampire Chronicles, not with that Queen of the Damned bullshit or any of that. So last night I watched the first fucking episode, and it's like, oh, it's not even Interview with the Vampire. It's just not. It's like something else. But that something else that it is like not awful. Like it's good. Like the acting is good. The performers are good. Is it like
Between Two Ferns with the vampire?
Yeah. No, but it just like, it takes place like 1910 or something. It's like it changed eras and like the settings and shit like that. But fuck, man.
Boardwalk Vampire?
Yeah, pretty much. And it's high quality, but it's just like
instead of Nucky, it's Sucky, right?
Well, you know what it is? It's a bunch of people that are used to knowing better than everybody else. The people who make that show, They're used to knowing better than everybody else. So then they get Anne Rice's shit, and then they're like, "Oh, we know better than Anne fucking Rice." You don't. You don't know better.
Like me.
Yeah. You don't know better than Anne Rice. I know this specifically about you.
I know
this.
I like Uncle Ben's rice.
That's true. What? Yeah, it's about what I could afford.
Rice-a-roni.
It's the San Francisco treat where Interview with the Vampire used to take place, but now it doesn't because why not? Just don't. Just don't do that. But yeah, like everything about it's just like a second guess. Like, oh, what if the boy was old and was Anthony Bourdain? Like, what? What? Why? I mean, but that stuff. It's not. Yeah, why not? I mean, it's But you know what it feels like to me? It feels to me like the whole thing is a joking retcon, just in case they could go back. They could go back and retcon the retcon, because at the end of the day, everything about Lestat's story is dead on. Everything about his like backstories for the vampire Lestat story itself, none of that has changed. All of those points are directly on when he tells them. So they may go to the vampire Lestat down the run and just be like, oh, everything Louis said in that interview with the vampire was just lie. He's just making shit up. they really could do that. But anyways, in
tell it's a big Star Wars day, folks.
Yeah, in the original interview with the vampire, though, I mean, it's about Anne Rice's 5-year-old daughter died of cancer, and she writes this book about dealing with the fact that her daughter's dead and her husband have become alcoholics. And it's about their relationship and how she works through that. And then so they go and they do this fucking show. And like in this new version, you're going to find out that Louis doesn't make Claudia. He saves her from a fucking fire. So, and she's like fucking like 15 years old. And there's all these scenes with her like going like, no, Claudia, not in the house. And she's like, I'm fucking 15, dog. Like, what do you want from me? Okay. Like, I'm a fucking, you know, like in 1910, I'm like pretty much all grown up. You know, what do you want? So it's, yeah, it's fucking stupid. It's just so fucking stupid. Why fuck it up? Why fuck it up? But anyways, I could have watched the second episode if I wanted to get AMC Plus, but after AMC Plus fucked me on Better Call Saul when I bought their fucking stupid service and then they didn't have the show, I said, fuck your fucking channel and fuck your service and stick your vampires fucking up your ass.
Again,
I'll just read the
this
books.
is what happens when you bother him about Christian Bale all weekend.
This is why I don't get. That's why I don't step out of Star Wars. This is why I stick to Star Wars. It's easier to get mad at it. I understand how to get mad at it. It's always the same thing that makes me mad. Saw Gerrera's eyes are the wrong color.
I like when I go on a rant about Star Wars. Like, oh, Rob, I've been here before, blah blah blah, and then you're just.
Yeah,
it broke canon. Like, you know.
Yeah, but the show is going to fool everybody because it is high. It's like if it wasn't Interview with the Vampire, it's a good show. That's the thing that makes me angrier at it than anything. It's like it just could have just did what it was supposed to do and been fine. No reason for it, but whatever. So anyways, yeah. Then what else? Oh yeah. I watched House of Dragons last night, and that shit was hilarious because there was this part where this kid's like, I'm gonna steal the fucking dragon, and then the kid steals the fucking dragon, right? The dragon's like, no, you can't ride me. My rider's dead. Oh, I guess you can. And then so the kid gets on the dragon, fucking flies around on it like he's gonna die. Then he comes back and he just wants to beat up everybody because he's fucking a badass who rode a dragon. So he's like beating up a whole family of kids. A whole family of kids. They all had to jump on there and beat the shit out of him. And one kid had a cut out of his eye. And I was like, yeah, I love this show. It's pretty good. You know, then I went to bed. Star Wars. Ladies and gentlemen, Star Wars.
By the way, underrated moment in Avatar, right?
Yeah.
Since we're ranting. Real good underrated. It's when they're attacking that tree and they go, it's a side shot of Quaritch's vehicle. It's actually got a dragon. It's called the Dragon. And there's when all the dragons attack. Sorry, it's at the end of the thing when the nature attacks.
Wait,
it shows you
dragon attack? Uh-oh. Wait, no, it's
you're just getting this demonetized, Jason. That's all you're doing.
But it's dragon attack. Yeah.
You're just flipping us off.
All right.
It's called the Dragon, and then like it cuts in there, and all these dragons are like, there's a real fucking dragon at the window, like it's this really subtle shot, like, yeah, sure, you're a dragon. Here's a real fucking dragon. He's like, what the fuck? Like, Clark's like, he's like, what the fuck, man? Like, real fucking dragons. Cute with your dragon.
Are you ever gonna watch the old House of Dragons, like when the season's done or something? Do you have or you're just not interested? Last night.
Took me 3 seasons before I watched Game of Thrones. So.
Okay. Yeah. The last night though, before the dragon shit, they tried to make it look like it was nighttime in daytime. So it just like had this filter on it. And I kept thinking that my like app was broken or the TV was fucked up. I was like checking. I was like going to other channels real quick. And like, no, it's not me. It's the show. It was that bad. Though.
Yeah, that takes some nifty color timing, for that to work. And yeah.
Oh, I will do that.
I always like those like episodes of Lassie where they would just add the vignette on there and make it look like they're at night. And there's like giant bright spots out there, like as if the moon is casting, you know what I mean? Like a valley of light and shit. So whatever.
So okay, Dell says, "All right, we got a Star Wars question, boys. We got one.
We got one.
Here we go. I think the heist will be 6, early middle of the show, and they deal with the aftermath and the rest of the show. This one, the dinner, will be a lot of drama. The Last Supper." Yeah, I mean, it could kind of like I do think, like I said, that we're gonna sort of have maybe like a juxtaposition between the camp and Mon Mothma's house, the party. You know what I mean, like that kind of thing. Something else too that's worth. I've seen mass confusion, myself included, until me and Bespin talked about it and got down to the bottom of it, and that's the bottom. That's that. Andor is going to steal the payroll, and they are going to steal the weapons. Like when they're reiterating the job in that episode, they like say both. It wasn't clear because it kind of plays at first like he's telling him the payroll, then you find out the weapons, and you're like, there's more to the job, or was he using sort of a euphemism like the payroll is the weapons? You know what I'm saying? Like it was like what's going on here, but they do reiterate it later on in the episode that they're stealing both. And I have a couple of theories.
Someone's gonna die. It's not gonna happen cleanly.
So we heard that Andor has to like either something like he has to like fake his identity to be somebody else to get arrested to be put into that prison. Then he has to like get the info and break out. Well, no, but Bespin and I were having a conversation, and we both had set photos and that appear to be Scarif. And if you notice, like early on in the episode, they like literally say Scarif and look at the camera, like, they have that end moment was about Scarif.
And what about it?
And Dor is going to, I think he's going to go into the prison. He's going to get the info that he needs. Those parts are being made for the Death Star. We don't know if it's explicitly said or not, but I think he's going to go from the prison to knowing that Scarif is the place. I think that's when they're going to know because, Bespin has stuff, and Bespin's had stuff about Melchi, that guy from Rogue One who goes to Scarif with them, but Melchi and stuff like that he's reported on in the past. And so I think he's going to learn about Scarif from there. But I think what's going to happen is I think Scarif is still has people living on it. And that's going to change when the Empire decides to make it its official archive. That's when they're going to start saying everybody needs to get off the fucking planet violently, probably. And people aren't going to want to go. And then my guess is from there, we go with all of that snowball back to Ferrix to attempt to liberate it. And then I think that's like the gist of the season. On Saturday, I did a mini episode about how that the lady that Andor's with appears to be Mon Mothma's daughter. There's in an interview, Gilroy says that Mothma has a daughter, and then we see her looking very elegant at
You sure they just
Mon
didn't
Mothma's
say
apartment.
stutter and you got it mixed up? Some of those people have
Oh,
accents. Could have just been
yeah,
stutter.
could have been. She was a stutter. She's like, I'm Jason Ward. But
tell your stutter she was right. You know, like it's possible.
Stutters repeats.
Stutters. Yeah, that's good. I like that. It's pretty good.
So will he
I'm
find?
I'm not there. I'm not there yet.
You'll get there.
Fucking fuck, man, allergies.
Old boy film says, will he find his sister in this season? That's a good question. I mean, I kind of think so. I kind of think if you introduce it at the beginning, it has to come back in a major way at least. Noodles. Yeah.
Like she had all these like alien implants to be hotter on other planets, you know, like she's actually size noodles.
What do you think about the
and then we come back to when she was when he was like putting her to sleep as a baby and he sings that song Vici daje duji.
Yeah. She been up and working out. Yeah.
And then she goes and she finishes it and then it's a whole bit.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah. What do you think about the theory that the woman who we thought was Luthen's wife, who works in the antique store with him, is his sister? Does that seem too far fetched to you? I think it's too complicated personally, but that's a theory. Yeah, I think it's too complicated.
His sister was tricking at that bar. She just left.
Yeah, but spies doing sex work is not out of the question ever, though. Like
yeah, spies totally doing sex work on Masano 1 for no fucking reason. I just in that place,
we don't know.
No,
we don't know though. I mean, but the reason why I don't think so, is if she would have a cover story that wasn't her real story.
Look, if Joby Harold were writing this, I'd give you the benefit. You know, like what?
Hey,
I know. It's a low hit. I hear you.
So old boy says, I don't think what's her name is Mon's daughter, because why would she be eating roots and sleeping on rocks when she's filthy rich? That is the point. Is that she is Mon Mothma is sacrificing her daughter, and her daughter is sacrificing her ability to live like her father in opulence for this cause, because this is more important than her comfort. This
a lot of people don't know, Jason, that Owen was really wealthy in Bitcoin. They didn't have to live like that. He just let him.
Owen Wilson?
You know, teach him. No, Owen Lars. Like
on
Tatooine, he was independently wealthy on the Ethereum market. But he just didn't tell anyone because he wanted them to learn the salt of the earth and shit. You know.
Yeah. Beru found it hot. She found the rustic nature of his vibe to be rather sexy, and he just got
really attracted to the smell. Clean Beru just doesn't do it for him.
No. I'm not. Hey, you know what? Whatever you want to do with your womp rats is what you want to do with your womp rats. Is what I say. Mon Mothma's yeah. So I think that's like the whole point is that her daughter is doing that, and that they are in on it together. And I'm gonna guess that the father doesn't know. Hey, dude. Is Elrond alive during Andor? What, L. Ron Hubbard? What's up, everyone? Hey, Roland. House of Dragons was insanely good. It was.
Yeah.
I had a good time with it last night. King Chris says, sex in the spy game is a very important tool in practice. Don't tell Trump and the Russians.
That little kitty's like, please make it stop.
I can't wait for that like one scene where Grand Moff Tarkin has two Twi'leks pissing on a bed that Mon Mothma stayed in, and that we have like Luthen back there filming it through the mirror. We're getting all the footage. Joel says
he writes from a place of he puts the real world events in there. You know?
He just does a fucking word replace. He's all, now it's Chewbacca. Joe Williams says they're making an action figure of that lady, so she must be important. Yeah, she's like a real cast member. I mean, she's in like
that's our
thing.
Fan math today. The action figure plan.
Well,
there's an action figure for Dio. Like, so what? Like,
no. There's a difference between episode 9 and these shows about who gets a figure though. there is a difference. They don't make that many. No, like Nari, no figure, bro. Where's my Nari figure, dog? You don't exist.
They tried the hanging figure once. It didn't go well for them.
Yeah, it's actually like the Andor stuff has been strange. They like released a bunch of action figure stuff over the weekend, like Indiana Jones stuff, but honestly, I don't care. Honestly, I don't. Does anybody know, are they doing a Bix Black Series figure? Somebody was asking me, and I was like, I had memories of seeing it, but I can't remember if I did see it or not. Old Boy says, I mean, more so, why wouldn't she have resources as Mon's daughter? Because as we see, they have big trust issues. They don't want to let people into the circle. They're super afraid. Who else can Mon Mothma trust to run this more than her own daughter, who she knows for a fact holds her ideals and believes what she believes? I think it's a solid theory. We don't have a smoking gun. We don't have a source saying this is what it is or anything like that. So right now it's just in the realm of theory. But if you were to, I think it would say a lot to what Mon Mothma is risking.
Keep saying the word theory, Jason.
Uh-oh. Also, I can't help say Moon Moof Maman from now on.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we get, I mean, it's a thing, dude.
Man, guess who's coming to dinner tonight? Guess who's coming to dinner tonight?
Look, you gotta add the little bouncing like Jedi ball, right? The training ball. You gotta add right?
So the best part on the full version is when Massamedi comes in with his fucking fat rhymes and says, "Yeah, man." It's the best. It makes me laugh, but yeah.
I don't condone any of that, but
hey, you know what?
So,
I mean, some people say cultural appropriation, some say cultural celebration. King Chris says, I'm hoping Mon Mothma.
Taco Bill's confirms. Hold on.
Hey.
Yeah, confirms. Yeah.
I'm hoping Mon Mothma is willing to do whatever is needed to get the funding for the rebel cause.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that hair all slicked back. That's for Senator Cosby. King Chris says, let's see how down for the cause she really is. And KG just was like, yeah, let's see. I don't know. KG just agrees.
I mean, meanwhile, Taco Bill's.
Taco Bell's.
This is on their website, bro. This is worse.
And Chris is like, sorry, bro, can't go. I'm in Greece now.
He just doesn't want to be caught there, but yeah.
I want Chris to go find the Taco Bell next to some old ass structure. I want there to be I am a Greek statue, and then there's a Taco Bell right there, and there's Chris just eating a fucking Doritos Locos taco. The old 7-Eleven. New Pixies record came out this week. That's a song about 7-Eleven. It's pretty good. Record's not my favorite Pixies record, but
there was a couple years ago. It's been out for a couple years, but a couple years ago, someone put up a video they had made on a camcorder in 1987 going to a 7-Eleven, know? And I must have watched it. I just know the smell of that Slurpee machine, when it hits in between the Slurpee machine and the soda fountains, there's a certain waft that it's this warm / sugary / I don't fucking know what that is. It only exists at a 7-Eleven. Doesn't happen at Circle K. Doesn't happen at the gas station. It's exclusive to 7-Eleven.
My favorite thing to do is I only like this. I only like this with street tacos. I like a street tacos place over here, and I go there and I get tacos, and I go to 7-Eleven and I get Pepsi with the lemon in it, lemon Pepsi with tacos. Fucking good. I don't know. It just works. But you get this place I go, it's so fucking hot. Like the top of my head sweats. I'm like, oh shit, this is some hot ass food. But it's pretty good though. Oh, poor Wade. Yeah, but Wade, I mean, thing about Wade is like, I hang with Wade. You know, like Wade and his girlfriend would probably want to play Pokemon. Fucking Tim, I kick Tim's ass, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, hey Tim, I don't know if Tim could fight, but if Tim could fight, I'd wait until Tim was super drunk and then I'd cheap shot him right in his throat. Be like,
it's a move that works.
What?
It's the only move I had as a kid, knocking a guy in the throat. Like that
in the
was
throat.
I got one. They don't see it, and then you got to run. Like it's just
gotta
don't
run.
Stick around for it.
Yeah. My grandpa taught me you always punch somebody who's not a great fighter in the stomach because then they can't breathe and then they panic and you can beat the shit out of them. That tends to be pretty true. Words wise. Old Boy Film says, is Tim
Not
for
my
sure dead? No, I'm holding out hope. Yeah.
No. Not as well as you think, man. That throat thing, that's the one you want to go for.
Oh, the throat. Well,
open hand, just like this, my friend. This way you don't kill them. You
just I did that. My friend didn't go to school one day, and I was like, "You crazy guy!" And I palmed him in the nose.
You sit on a chair and you just slap him. Like that works, right?
Yeah,
Steven Seagal, man. You could just sit on a chair and you could bitch slap.
The Dollop 3-parter on Steven Seagal is fucking so good. I mean, like it's everyone should listen to it at least once. It's pretty new. It just happened, so like you don't have to go down 500 episodes to find it or anything. But they did 3 parts on the history of him and just making shit up. Yeah, I went and I studied with monks. It's wild. Just like the guy, he's such a fucking phony. It's hilarious. Tim is dead.
Yeah, you think he's gonna have to go fight in Ukraine? Think they're sending him?
Oh no, he's the ambassador. Remember?
Yeah,
he was going to be the ambassador for Russia. that bastard deserved it. Stitches get stitches. That's what I say. That's what I say. I mean, but you know what though? I can't lie though. Man, if Bix was my girlfriend, fucking Andor was her ex-boyfriend, I'd do the same fucking thing to that guy. I mean, Bix, man, you don't fuck around with Bix as your girlfriend. You got to play dirty. You got to fight hard. You can't play loosey goosey with that wherever the chips may fall. So I kind of get where he was coming from. He just sucked at it though. He was just such a little bitch about it was the problem, you know. But he went out like a champ. I mean,
yeah, I know. I've thought about that move where he just yells, "What are you doing?" and he just keeps moving forward. I'm like, but then I'm like, guys do stupid shit for hot chicks. It's the one time I'm like, yeah, I've seen guys do stupid shit for hot chicks, like as a security guard. Really, yeah. I've seen guys go. I'm like, guy, I get she's hot, but she won't always be. Like, just chill out.
Yeah, like sometimes
none of us.
I put babies in them sometimes because I'm like, fuck, I'm dumb. Yeah. So who am I to judge Tim? So that's what I'm gonna say.
Alimony, Mone.
Tim couldn't fight, but he could fuck. I know that's probably true. Tim probably was probably like, because I mean, Bix could tell that guy was a nerd. Like she's like, just like shut the fuck up, Tim, like all the time.
Well, he's also taking care of the shop, so he's doing whatever she doesn't want to do. She just wants to work on engines and
she's like
scams on.
She's
Andor
like, this guy
shit,
does free work and I get mustache rides.
He runs the front thing. He's talking to customers. She clearly doesn't like talking to people.
Actually, I'm gonna say that one moment with Tim is my least favorite moment in all of Andor. When I can't remember what he's like, yeah, we can do that. It's like he's like talking to the alien. It's like bad extra work all of a sudden when he's like just trying to give his like, yeah, I'm running
At
this
least
shop.
The alien wasn't like, well, can we get ourselves some gold mining going on right here?
I love that. I love when the aliens are like, hey, I'm a big dumb alien. Could I get some of that? Tim's like, yeah, we can, buddy.
This here's the wildest hyperdrive in the wilderness. Like, no, man. Just
and the people at ILM
bring it down.
Skywalker sounded like high-fiving. That voice you did, dude, was fucking tight, dude.
I started playing this game on my 3DS last night. I was like, I'll play a video game for a little bit. And it was a Japanese RPG. And then it started going to like, it loads up. I'm not going to say what it is, but it loads up into English dialogue, and it's all these fucking Disney people, you know, where every girl, how you doing, Eminem, and I'm just, I can't just fucking give me the settings. I had to slam the, oh, you know, I'm gonna until I get to shut the fucking voices off. Just I can't take American cartoon voices, man. I just can't.
I downloaded on
can't.
Games Pass Octo something like Octopi something shit.
Octodad.
Some fucking
Octopath Traveler?
Octomom, no. Octo Traveler. Yeah,
Octopad,
that one.
yeah.
And it was like, and then it would be like, have some text on the screen, and then it would be like, oh my God, Mom, I'm feeling I miss you, Father. You are a wizard. And I was just like, shut
Dragon
the fuck
Quest
up.
is the only American accents like the only English voice acting I can take on any level.
Yeah,
like that's it. Other than that, even the Star Wars, I just want it off. I just want it off. You know, the Monkey Island, the Full Throttle games back in the day, those I like.
Yeah, those are American.
Yeah, when they used to actually, and they used to get people who actually, I don't know, this fucking like, it's LA, man. And I brought this up to my friends who are like, well, why are you gonna say it's LA? I'm like, because have you ever fucking been to LA? Like, you just run into a voice actor. Oh, I worked on Final Fantasy 14. I know you did. I can fucking hear you talking, you know?
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
That's why I can't fucking stand. I need the Japanese voices, because at least like when they vocalize or voice an elderly person, like they can do the crazy whiny dude. They can make elderly people sound strong but every American Disney artist is like, I'm a little old man, you know. It's just like,
oh, it's so crazy out here in the Outer Rim territories. Yeah.
Oh, where's old Kenobi? You know, I just can't. I mean, seriously, I don't understand what this is. I don't get it. Like, it's not everything has to be voiced like it's a Polly Pocket commercial from 1994. You know, it's ridiculous.
Did somebody say Lola? Give Tim a lightsaber. It needs to happen, says Old Boy Films. I say give Tim a third M to his name. Kinker says the only thing he swings is those hips. Roland says, is Andor the first time in Star Wars we've ever seen Flask be used? Probably. Yeah. With a really stupid name, too. They're like, this is called medical juice or something stupid. I was just like, God, can't they just like not do that? Can we just imply it? Be cool if he was like, it's called kaopectate bacta. Does Andor have diarrhea?
Yeah.
Does Andor have bad diarrhea? Is Andor drinking like a chalky?
You say it 3 times, you summon it, Jason. Don't do it.
Pink.
That's why I used to.
Thick. I just
because I heard that Candyman shit. I heard that Candyman thing when I was a kid. So I used to tell people if you say diarrhea 3 times, you'll have to go diarrhea.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. And people are, and then, oh my God, don't. You're gonna have to go. And then they'd go like an hour later and swear it really worked. You know, because if you think about it enough, you'll have to go.
King Chris says, Roland, Tim probably has a massive penis. Sometimes that's all it takes, unfortunately.
Yeah, he calls it paycheck.
Played by Bob Paycheck. Old Boy Film says, I'm 25, so about 80% of this show's references that's just go right over my head, but I love it anyways. Hey, it's stuff to look back on. Check it out. Roland says, that stood out to me. Also, when Tim turned in Andor, he was wasted as hell. That's true, because he knew he was being a little bitch. He had to get drunk. But
I think I stopped watching mass popular, like, humor. What am I trying to think about? Like I understand like pop culture humor from the t-shirt stuff, but I always let the research people hand it to me, explain to me what I'm supposed to do with it, and then I do the artist thing. But the last time I really involved in any kind of mass culture, that's kind of had to be like 99, 2000. So I'm 20 years out from whatever. I couldn't tell you. Like, they were listing off a bunch of movies the other day, like fucking movies that you probably have all heard, like the one with Bill Hader and Tina Fey where they sing this 80s song or some shit in there. I'm like, I don't fucking know what these movies, you know, like the Being a Wallflower or some shit like that. I'm like, I don't fucking watch this shit, man. I watch people playing Dragon Quest. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad this is, You know, and I await nuclear war. Like,
Yeah, I mean, just waiting
you'll
for it
get
to
that
happen.
reference. You're
Yeah.
25, but just
No,
wait.
I mean, I'm going to encourage everybody not to pay their bills this month. It probably doesn't matter. So you should just hold on to that money and do whatever you want. Live for today.
That's literally how they
I'm
end
the
up with that little
QAnon king.
disclaimer.
QAnon king.
Santa's like, no, this is Prime Faction figure season. Don't.
Oh man.
By the way, I got my Christmas tree pre-ordered just in case we were alive, and then I there's a organic farm they box and ship, so and they send this nice citrus thing, so I got that done, and I got all my Halloween candy ordered in the little bags.
You guys,
I give out Pocky and sours.
You guys get like a lot of trick or treaters at your place.
About 120 to 150. Yeah.
Whoa, that's a lot. Fuck that.
Yeah, so I get
Well,
120 Pockies, and then I get like 400 sours, and I put a little grabby bag, you know.
But what if you just kept it all, just ate it every day, had a couple of just like on the show?
You know how old I am? I try one bag of those fucking sours, and I go, this is gonna kill me.
This is too much.
And you have to understand, like, I used to eat Jolly Ranchers and like Monster energy drinks. I'd swirl around and ruin my teeth, and then my teeth fell out. And I learned can't ever do that. And I just cut all the sugar out. And now I'm like, I try one every year. I'm like, it just burns. I don't know how people do this. And I eat lemons. So I don't know what's in that fucking candy. Sugar, I guess.
Years ago, when I was an undergrad, I researched the kids who got razor bladed on Halloween, and then that shit never happened. I went through like all the New York Times archives and was looking at the microfilm and all of that stuff in the library, trying to find like somebody even just saying it happened, like legitimately like saying this happened here. Nope, nowhere at all. Turns out it was this dad who wanted to kill his kids for the insurance money and decided he needed to kill the other kids in the neighborhood too to make it look like it wasn't him. So he bought some pixie sticks, put some, I think it might have been arsenic, inside pixie sticks, and then gave them out to several of the kids. And then the one of the kids died of his kids, but the older daughter, I think, was like, something's wrong with this shit. I ain't eating it. She didn't eat it. But that asshole got busted. That was it. So eat whatever you want.
That's why we have to take our shoes off at the airport. He's 25. We won't know, Jason. Just don't tell him.
That'd be kind of a cool way to though. Like somebody somewhere was like, I want to end it. I'm just gonna go eat all the Halloween candy I can get. I'm not gonna check it. I'm just gonna fucking do it. And then they just died of getting fat instead.
You're gonna get through like 6 Mounds bars and throw up.
Mounds. God. I used to get so pissed off when they gave me that coconut candy. I was like, what the fuck is this? Are you fucking kidding me? You fucking sadist. Who would do that to a child? No kid wants coconut, you dumbasses. No kid wants
Well, don't
coconut.
worry, Jason. It wasn't coconut.
Oh, shit.
Whatever that was, coconut, it was.
It was Tauntaun guts. The comic binge says gummy bears
right,
go home
right.
for Halloween. Yeah, no gummy bears.
I like gummy bears, but I get the kids
theme
like
song.
The sours.
Good theme song. Kind of rocks, actually. Okay, he says, how do I convince my kid to be something for Halloween other than Elsa for the 4th year in a row? Maybe like take her to like a pet store and show her a bunch of puppies and say Elsa killed those puppies' parents. That might work. That's a good idea, right?
This is Jason. This is incredibly dark.
Oh, sorry.
I feel like you and that guy in charge of Imperial security would get along just shooting the shit, you know?
Oh, I almost forgot. The Imperial security guy. We have this photo courtesy of Bespin Fullerton. But what does that guy say? Do you have a quote from that guy? I'm trying to remember a line he says, but I'm drawing a blank.
No, British, smarmy British. I don't. They all sound like Bespin Bulletin to me after a while.
He's just all like, "Oh, gotta set the tempo." That's all I kind of remember him saying. But there you go. There you go. Wait, come on. You gonna share it? There you go.
Yeah.
There we go. There he is. That's from
Min-Man was different for everyone, huh?
You know, Min-Man was different for all of us. You know what I mean?
You can see why they enlisted a 16-year-old boy to the cause.
So what I'm going to suggest is if your kid wants to be Elsa, maybe show her this picture. Maybe she'll want to be this. Maybe this is a better costume. You know, everybody loves that guy from Chernobyl, but I don't know. This was on my phone. Don't ask me why. I mean, but Bespin had a quote
between
from
you
it
and the
when he sent it
NSA,
to me.
Jason. You know.
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, I don't remember if I sent you this, but man, I was like, we fucking need this. We need this shirt too. Wait, I was trying to find that fucking Tim Rogers Batman shirt, the one that he was wearing in that thing, that like vintage one. Couldn't find it, but I fucking found this one. I was like, shit, that's fucking badass. That one's really cool.
Yeah, that marketing campaign. I always liked it because it looked like it had a big dick coming out of the side. It was when I was a kid. I was like, they probably should cut that off. Like that guaranteed was a giant fight internally on the layout. But I had the poster was from the same artist where he wasn't holding a hand out, but it was doing the gauntlet like this. But it was that same kind of like vector kind of style art, you know? It was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, can you see the bat fist? I used to make the bat fist joke.
Yeah, it does kind of look like he's about to stick it up somebody.
Yeah. Vicky ran from that. She's like,
it kind of looks like he's gonna maybe like kind of, you know, hit the underside of Penguin's sack. You know, just a little bit like, hey, bud.
It'll be a hot town and a cold down tonight. Right? Like that's what he said.
Yeah.
Alexander knocks her up.
What a day.
It's a good show.
Well, man. Should I share the Andor heist?
Look, it was my job. It was my job to always look at a shirt and just tell him how an 8-year-old would inappropriately beat up another 8-year-old for wearing it. Like, so like, I mean, and you would think something like that everyone would get. They won't. It would be in a group of 100 people looking at it. I'll be like, it looks like this thing. And then they go, oh, what? Ah! Like, I'm like, look, some kid's going to get beat up for this. I got to at least put it out there so when there's a recall, I don't get blamed for it.
I mean, it's pretty much your job. Is to be like, is this going to look good on the customer? Are they going to get beat up for it? You know. All right.
Well, we haven't had like an Andor merch show, right? Yet we don't got like all the shirts and stuff. We should go. No, it's always fun.
No,
we get like the least amount of views when I critique their merchandise, but I find it fun.
All right.
There we go.
So
this is like the most pathetic poster I've ever seen. It feels like you and I snuck up and put it on the side of the bus while the driver was sleeping.
So in 2008, when Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was coming out, my drummer was driving a car. We pulled up next to this bus stop and we saw the giant Indiana Jones posters, like here, like the size of this wall in front of me right here, basically. Right. Huge bus stop thing. And he's like, dude, you should steal that. I was like a little bit drunk. I get out of the car, I fucking karate kick the fucking thing, and it pops open.
Like the
I just fucking pulled
posters.
I just fucking pulled it out.
Yeah.
And I had it like on my wall forever. Like I had that thing for like about 10 years. And so I'm at Taco Bell and I'm like working, eating, stuff like that. And like I always see this bus. And then I see the bus driver get out at the specific moment every day that I'm at that Taco Bell and walk across the street, come in, order their food, go sit down. Like as time goes on, like I'm doing a whole heist here in my head. I don't even mean to. My brain is just doing it because I'm evil. And I know I have about 10 minutes, like a cool 10-minute window where it's anything goes. And I'm like, just like watching this bus, and I'm like, you can't do that. Then I start thinking, see on top of the bus, you see that little like building sticking out on top. That's a Walgreens. And I start kind of like looking. I'm like, if I park on the far side of the Walgreens there, nobody's really gonna see my license plate or anything about me. Also, I've called the police on people at this very location. I saw a car accident here.
Oh no.
At this very Taco Bell, and the cops never came again. Second time in about a year, I've had to call the cops, and they just never showed up.
It looks like one of those posters that your 7th grade math teacher would print out on those like printers that had like the attached paper. Remember, like like that paper that would fold, and you could do like a banner. You could print Andor in like ASCII letters and shit on it. You know,
well,
perforated folding paper.
So I'm like looking at this thing, and then one day I decide, let's just see if the stars align. Put the car in position, everything, because I want it for back here. Like I'm imagining this big Andor thing behind me, and I'm like, that's gonna be cool. Like right here, I'm like, look at Andor, he's raised my friend. Look right here's Bix. Is Bix even on there? Man. But I need a new computer. I can't run it. I can't run the green screen. It fucking breaks. So I'm watching it, and like back in the day, there was another movie. It was like the X-Files movie. Now this is a Long Beach Transit bus, and the X-Files movie came out. And back then, I walked up and I just pulled the X-Files thing out from my ex-girlfriend and gave my ex-girlfriend the X-Files thing, and she was very happy about it. And so anyways, this one I'm like, I'm ready to fucking do it. And I get there a little bit early. Cars parked at the location. I see the bus driver coming. I cross the street with the bus driver, say hello to the bus driver. Bus driver goes. I walk up really close to it. It's a fucking sticker. You can't just pull it out anymore. It's a fucking sticker now. And yeah, and then so I eventually I ended up getting another picture of it. I drove up next to it, and you can see it's just a big sticker. You can't take it off.
Yeah, that'll get the subscribers.
But look at that thing. I want that thing. Look at little Luthen right here with his little head popping out. You know. So, yeah, I'm a failure. Heist days are over. I mean, I acknowledge it was a bad idea anyways. But man, would have been cool to have it if it was a cardboard thingy, but it's not. It's like a vinyl decal or something. My parents used
version of you came out.
used to let me stay up to watch X-Files and sometimes 24 when I was a kid. Yeah, I never got into the X-Files. I saw the movie when it came out with that girlfriend.
It's why our generation fucking believes in every conspiracy theory they ever hear.
Yeah,
firmly believe in it. You know.
Yeah. It's
we're the biggest suckers, the Gen Xers. They just they won't believe in anything but fucking alternative bullshit. And this isn't new.
You said they won't believe in anything but fucking.
Yeah. Our generation's the biggest hard-headed motherfuckers on the planet, dude. Like boomers are just straight up fucking like it's ours. Fuck everyone. We know it could be yours, but it's ours. Yeah. Our generation is like, no, none of it's real. You gotta do your. I could like when I was a kid, I would be like, yeah, I can't leave my house. I gotta take care of my brothers and shit. And they're like, I couldn't live like that. I'm like, where am I supposed to fucking go? The fucking park? Like, what do you mean you can't live? Of course you'll live like that. But then now, when we have like, COVID lockdowns and like, I can't be in my house. Like, we have more shit now. We have all the shit we dreamed of when we were VR. You know what I mean? Pixar, better than Pixar graphics. Yeah. Like every fucking movie we'd ever want at our fingertips, Jason. And they're like, it's just killing me. I'm in a prison.
I get a Star Wars movie every week almost. Little Star Wars movie almost every week, and
really, man, I just think it's fucking just.
But all I want is Interview with the Vampire to be adapted somewhat faithfully. That's all I'm fucking asking here, and that's why I'm going to run for president. I saw this article saying, "Will Gen Xers ever turn out a president?" Because they haven't. I'm like, no, they won't.
No,
they just won't.
No, well, no, but they'll influence a bunch of their asshole friends to vote for a conspiracy-loving president. That's what they'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
look, man, I love me some good inside. I love me some good inside. Dan Aykroyd like fucking mythological knowledge and shit. But the reality is, the
Yeah.
reality is, Jason, a lot of it's just fiction. It's just good fun.
Do you ever
they don't
watch?
believe it.
You ever watch Channel 5 with Andrew Callahan? Used to be all gas, no brakes before they stole his channel.
They didn't know. No,
Okay.
never
Well,
did.
it's really good. He's almost like doing ethnographic journalism in a sense.
Okay.
And he interviewed Alex Jones after he was like the first interview with Alex Jones. And Alex Jones is just like flipping the fuck out. But he doesn't even make an actual judgment. He just lets Alex Jones speak for himself. He shows Alex Jones saying what he said, then has Alex Jones hangs himself. He doesn't have to do it. He doesn't even make a judgment. It's really, 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 really well done. But in that interview, he ends up interviewing the prosecutor of Alex Jones for the Sandy Hook parents. And the guy's like, I used to love conspiracy theorists. It was like fun, who shot JFK? And as they get going off, he's all, but everything changed the moment that this guy started slinging supplements. And that's when it became big money. That's when everything about it changed. And it's pretty true.
I refused to entertain any of it the day Sandy Hook happened. That was I'm done even like, it'd be kind of fun to listen to what crazy shit they're saying. I'm done with it because who knows how that's rotting your fucking brain.
Yeah.
That's when I was like completely out. I'm like, I don't roll with this bullshit,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. But it's definitely worth watching that guy's channel. I mean, that Channel 5 is huge, but he's really good. He's really good. Yeah, Interview with the Vampire was a good movie. I hope they do the show right. Yeah, they're doing a good show. They're just not doing a good Interview with the Vampire show. If that makes sense. There's it's hard to watch that Interview with the Vampire and be like, oh, this is, bad TV. It's not. But it's also, I could also see where it's going to.
That's how I feel about Back to the Future too. It's a fine movie. It's just not Back to the Future. Right?
I don't know. I don't know what this guy's talking about right now.
It's got Flea in it, and we know how well that goes.
Pretty fucking good, dude. Pretty fucking good, dude. The future is badass.
Yeah.
God.
I don't know about
Michael J. Fox is kind of hot as his daughter, too. It's kind of weird. Anyways.
I won't king shame.
Roland says, haven't watched it yet, but it's kind of.
There's no Roger Taylor, but I see what
There's no Roger Taylor. But I would watch Roger Taylor, Michael J. Fox.
I got it in my head.
Yeah. No, it's. I mean, the whole thing is like what it's setting up in Interview with the Vampire is very strong, but Claudia becomes like the glue that binds like that family relationship together, and him, Louis not being responsible, it just puts it all onto Lestat, and then it just fucks the whole thing up. It literally puts the whole thing out of whack, and I'm just kind of hoping I could hold my breath and they get to the vampire Lestat, and that's just the faithful adaptation, and it's fine. I mean, I would even say in terms of that universe, interview with the vampire is very important, but it's not the most important element of the whole thing. It's just a key component as to why Lestat acts the way he does. And it kind of like they can move on and save the show, but they fucked with this one so hard. Like the stuff that people are going to be mad about, like Louis being African-American dude and stuff like that. Like none of that shit, that's all fine. None of that really I don't care about that. None of that really affects, the core tenets of the Claudia relationship and who she is. And like, it's about like losing a daughter, and they're making it like, I don't know. She's, like I said, she's fucking almost old enough to get married back then. You know what I mean? It's kind of ridiculous. And if you want to historically ground it, inappropriate that, 16-year-olds are getting married and shit like that, but that's what happened. That's how it was. And so it's very
it also is inappropriate, mass genocide and fucking blowing up planets and shit. But yeah,
and probably being a vampire.
Star Wars, in the realm of Star Wars, it's like pretty normal.
Gotta say that. Gotta watch that Umbara arc, dude. They're vampires, but they're
well, Jason, it's been fun, but I've hit my hour.
Yeah, me too. I have to go and get the kids. And Rob, I want you to go watch some Avatar and call me in the morning. I don't know. What I just assumed
put
I
on
was
the
watching
abyss
Avatar.
to relax. You know. Like.
Yeah. do you have a good rip of the abyss?
Yeah, I mean, I got the DVD special edition rip, but yeah, if you want, I can upload it.
Yeah,
there is
I
no,
want to see it.
there were the closest I have to footage captured well is I have the 3D. I have my own copy, my own rip, but I ripped it myself. But I have the 3D James Cameron documentary where he goes down underwater, right?
Oh yeah.
There's a sequence in the beginning when they show his different movies he's made.
Yeah.
And you get bits of the abyss in 3D.
Man.
Little bits of it, dude. And it's like, it's so good. You're just like, mother, no, don't take it away.
are you a Dawn of the Dead fan by any chance? I saw last night Dawn of the Dead's coming out in 3D for like 3 days at the end of the month.
Is that a real?
It's a real 3D remaster of the film. It says so it's brand new. It's like I saw like a new trailer for it last night, and it says it's like 3 days only, but it's like and it's uncut and everything. Penny's never seen it, so I'm gonna take her to see that one in 3D. So the first time she'll see it be in 3D. Probably make it more palatable. That's like an old film to a younger kid, I think. But I love me some Dawn of the Dead, the original one. So I'm gonna go see that shit for sure. I'm excited. But all right, everybody, we'll see you guys tomorrow. There'll probably be some real Star Wars news tomorrow. Tomorrow's Andor Eve. We'll do a show tomorrow, and then tomorrow night I'll be back after the episode to share my thoughts. And this guy won't. This guy doesn't even like Back to the Future Part 2, so he cannot be pleased. He just needs a speedy rest. That's all I know about him. All I know about this guy is every lady on the internet compares him to some fucking good looking dude, and so he's our Tim. That's what I'm going to call him. He's our Tim.
Except my wife. She goes, that's not true. She's like, I'm waking up to you every day for 20 years almost now, and it's just not true.
Tell her I said, cherish him. Cherish
the Rob before he
It's the end of the show.
Come on, let's go. Hey!
It's the end of the show.
Come on, let's go. Hey!
It's the end of the show.
Come on, let's go. Hey!
You know you should go.
Come on, let's go. It's not about spaceships. Hey!
We did it.
Hey, we did it.
We did it. Yeah. Fucking. And fucking Meg. Andor just teased a big cameo. Did they though, Meg? Did they?
Well,
4 days ago.
No.
That one's an old one.
Yeah,
she did like a video. It was good, but it was like her predicting like what's going to happen to Grogu. But I was like, all of the predictions are like completely